Hey everybody, MotoPoet59 here. It's been a while since I posted anything on this channel. I've been busy with my other channel, which is Mark Clay McGowan. If you want to go check that out, that's railroad stuff, history, abandoned places, whatever tickles my fancy. Keep my commentary here. And I haven't had a lot of time for commentary in quite some time. I've been busy with the other channel, busy with a lot of other things. I actually retired last October, but as people warned me would happen, I got really busy after I retired. You seem to have all that time to take care of the things that you put off while you were working. I'm happy I retired. I'm loving it. One of the thing that I'm going to discuss right now is this whole COVID-19 thing. It hasn't really affected me because my pension is my pension. It's not being affected by any of this. My wife is working from home, and this is my guitar room, but I had to give everything behind the camera here up to her so she could put a computer in here for her work and work from here. But she's working, and that's good. And I'm retired, and that's even better. So let's talk about this whole COVID-19 thing. I'm all for precautions. I'm all for flattening the curve, but I've seen the numbers, the actual numbers, compared to what the numbers projected to be by this time, and they're nowhere close to each other. The curve in California is flatter than just about any other state that's being monitored. New York is way, way up above everybody else, and that's just essentially because of New York City. Los Angeles, it's my understanding that right now they've had about 100 deaths in a city of 10 million people, or LA County, I should say, 10 million people. Hey, people die. Most of these people, I understand that around 80% of them were elderly, and another big percentage of them had other pre-existing issues. I know yesterday we lost John Prine, a musician. If you don't know who he is, one of my favorite musicians of all time, but he was 73. He'd lost a lung to cancer a while back. He'd had throat cancer. He was not in good health, and we lost him. But he may not have been long for this world anyway. Any form of the flu may have killed him. But anyway, my biggest problem with all this is this whole lockdown thing. Now, as I said, I'm all for taking precautions, and I've been staying home. I don't have a lot of things I need to do. I go to the store when it's necessary and take care of things that need to be taken care of. My wife and I went to Home Depot the other day and got some stuff so we could finish the garden. Is that necessary? No, but it's not necessary that we have that, but it's necessary for us to keep living life and having things to do. We can't just sit in the house in the living room and hope that TV and YouTube fulfill our needs while this is going on. I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think the government is being honest with us about all of this, especially here in California. I think Gavin Newsom is an idiot, and I think that he and folks in Sacramento are pulling the wool over our eyes. I honestly believe that this just kind of became an exercise at some point to see what percentage of the population they could get where they wanted them and where they knew where they were just by telling them that they might get sick. Can you imagine how easy it would be for them to get everyone where they wanted them by claiming that there was going to be some kind of an attack or an invasion or something that's a lot more serious than this? When we are where they want us to be, they can come and do whatever they like, because you're essentially giving them that permission when you agree to stay home, when you agree to lock yourself in your house. And if they want to come and take whatever it is, your guns, your cars, your dogs and cats, who knows? I mean, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I certainly don't trust the government, especially in California. I am a big supporter of Donald Trump. I'm a conservative, but I don't believe the federal government's being square with us either. I believe the president is being as square as he can be, but the media are certainly hyping this up. They're creating a sense of fear in people. I went to the store to Winco this morning to get some staples we needed and by golly, a few things we didn't really need. But at Winco, they're letting one person in the store about every 2 or 3 minutes, and people are exiting the store about at the same rate. So there's never many people in the store. I don't have a problem with that. But what I did notice in the store was that it was quiet. People aren't talking. They're not saying hello. They're not saying excuse me. They're not saying good morning. And that bugs me. I don't wear a mask, not so much because I'm a rebel or am averse to wearing one, but all the idiots who hoarded toilet paper and beans and napkins and sanitary wipes and all that stuff hoarded all the masks too. And I don't believe I need one. I'm not sick. They say that the masks are more to prevent people who are infected from spreading it. I'm not sick. I had a slight allergy or a mild cold when all this started. Lasted for about 3 days. Absolutely no signs or symptoms of the 19. It was just whatever it was. It wasn't serious. I didn't really get sick. But I felt fine. That was almost 4 weeks ago. But I feel fine. I'm not going to give anybody anything. CDC has already talked about how this spreads, and picking this up off of a surface is not generally how it spreads, but I'm not averse. I carry a thing of wipes with me that I have that are soap. They're not alcohol laced or anything. It doesn't need to be. Soap is fine. This is a living organism virus. It can be washed off. It can be dissolved by detergents. And so I wipe down the carts and stuff, and I wash my hands when I get home. I tend to grab things with my right hand, right-handed, and scratch my nose or my eyebrows or whatever with my left hand. I've always done that. I don't know why. I'm sure I grab myself with my right hand every once in a while, but nevertheless, I think that almost everyone is overreacting to this. I play golf, and my plan this week, I was going to go shoot some videos out, in remote places for my other channel. And I was going to go shoot a game of golf. I have a tournament coming up next weekend that's still on. The guy talked to the golf club, or I talked to the golf course where that's going to take place, and they said they're practicing social distancing. I prefer to call it physical distancing because the term social distancing sounds communistic or something. I don't know. I don't like it. But the clubhouses are closed. The grills are closed. The pro shop is open, but most of the courses are just having people sign up at the door and not come in the building, actually. And I don't know. I don't even know if I think that's a great idea. But whatever. As long as I can go play golf. I know that in San Luis Obispo County, over on the coast, their golf courses have been deemed vital to their economy. I don't know if that's the case with Kern County, but I know all the courses are open. I've called most of them just out of curiosity. Anyway, I just think this is all a bunch of ridiculousness, and I can't wait till we get back to normal. I've seen people who are already posting in social medias about how they hope things change. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, what change? I know people are saying we should stop shaking hands. Fuck that. Stop shaking hands. What's wrong with you people? This is Western civilization. It's a part of our culture. And it is, I don't even know if it's even a minuscule part of the problem as far as COVID-19 goes. I'm not going to stop shaking hands, and I'm not going to quit hugging women who aren't averse to that type of a greeting. I think it's, as much as I hate to be a macho man, I think shaking hands is a manly thing to do. I was taught when I was a little boy to shake a man's hand firmly and look him in the eye when you're doing it. Taught my grandson the same thing. My daughters are are social. Women don't have the same tendency to shake hands as men do, but my grandson does. So I will be waiting for things to return to normal. I want to say hi to people. I want to compliment women who are dressed well and who are pretty. A while back, I was at Winco, and I complimented her when she was wearing she's a beautiful woman. She was probably my age. I'm 60, for those of you who don't know. She was probably my age, maybe a little younger, but she was really pretty. She had a beautiful dress on, and I complimented her and told her, gosh, you're really pretty, and that dress looks awesome. And I thought she was going to cry. I literally thought she was going to cry. She got choked up, and she told me, you just made my day. You just made my day. That's the society I like. That is the public I enjoy. I enjoy interacting with other humans. I like smiling at people and saying good morning. And if somebody says good morning to me or good afternoon, I reply. I don't just walk by and nod my head. And today when I was at the store, I noticed nobody's talking. Nobody's smiling. Even people with masks on, you can tell if they're smiling. Actually, you can see a smile in people's eyes. And they're not doing that. The media have everyone terrified to be normal, civil human beings. Everyone is so afraid that they don't want to be friendly anymore. And it's bullshit. It's crazy. And it's the media's fault. The true numbers don't support what the media say. The media are taking things that the president is saying, that the people at the CDC are saying, the medical establishment is saying, and they're either twisting them or just flat out lying about those facts. They don't want things to be normal. Normal doesn't sell papers, and it doesn't get hits on your website, doesn't get ratings on TV. So why report the good news? And there's plenty of good news out there. There's plenty of it. But people are unaware of it because they're focused on the news. And I don't do that. I don't watch any mainstream media, not even Fox. I don't watch any of it. I go to websites that are verified and that are actual websites. I don't go to the Huffington Post. I don't go to even the conservative website, Breitbart. I don't go to Breitbart much. They're just as sensational, as the liberal side of it. And I don't need sensationalism. I just need some facts and some news. Not interested really a lot in opinions. When I go to look at the news, sometimes I listen to Tucker Carlson, who's not really even a straight up conservative. I mean, he is, but I don't know. If you know who Tucker Carlson is, you know what I'm talking about. But he certainly doesn't agree with everything that the Republicans do or even the conservatives do. But I like to listen to his commentary on things. But when it comes to the news and the facts, I'm done with the mainstream. I really am. I won't allow my wife to turn it on while I'm in the room. If she turns the news on, I either leave the room or make her change the channel. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to hear it. There's plenty of bad news out there. If I want to be depressed and pissed off, I'll go get the bill box out and look at my bills. But I can't wait for this to be over. I want to go out and do things, without being a rebel. I get sick of people on Facebook telling people who are going out and taking care of things that they're part of the problem. I had my family over for breakfast over the weekend, my daughter and son-in-law and one of the grandsons, and my dad came over. We hadn't seen each other in a while, and it was good to see each other. And then the next day I saw somebody post, not because of what I did, because I didn't post about that. They said, if you're still visiting with your family that you don't live with, you're part of the problem. You know what? No, you're part of the problem. You are part of the problem because you have your head in your ass and you're listening to the media and you're believing all this shit. There's a difference between taking precautions and being stupid about things. And just too many people are being stupid about this. If you're one of those people and you watch this and you get mad and, hey, sorry, but that's the way I feel about things. I don't believe we're being told everything, and I believe we're being told a lot of things that aren't just flat aren't true. And so anyway, I hope to, as I said, I hope to start getting more things going on this channel. I don't know why the light on this camera is fluctuating. The lights in my room aren't. But anyway, God bless you all. I hope everybody gets through this okay. And I hope to see all of you out there being normal again very soon. All right. See you later.